We are going to make your resume 100 times more noticeable to recruiters in less than 5 minutes, and there is absolutely zero writing required.
Okay, maybe like 5 words at the most, but that's a pretty sweet deal.
So there's 3 steps to this process, and step 3 is honestly the biggest difference maker I've ever found in a resume, so make sure you stick around to the end and I'll hook you up with the goods. Step 2 is also hugely important. People who do this get a lot more interviews. But let's start with step 1. It's nice, it's easy, and you're gonna nail it. So step 1, we're gonna take the most impressive part of our most impressive bullet points, and we're just gonna put those in bold. Pop, pop, boom! We are immediately looking better at a quick glance. So here we go from hiding our best stuff among a wall of text to immediately grabbing their attention. And the cool thing about this is, they are going to read these bullet points first, they're going to be impressed, and then they'll have a lens that you are a high performer as they read the entire rest of the resume. Psychology. Now, my friends, on to tip number 2.
And once again, absolutely zero writing is required.
By the way, if you like this resume template, or this one, they are all available on my website along with many others, and some of them are free. So here in step 2, we're gonna read every bullet point we've got, and any chance we can add some numbers, we are gonna add those numbers in. And if you're not sure what numbers to insert, here are some quick questions you can ask yourself to help you find numbers to plug into your resume bullet points. How many times did I do this? How much time did this make or save? How many people did this help? What were my measurable impacts? And there's a lot of other numbers you can plug in. You don't need numbers in every single bullet point, but the more you have, the better the resume is gonna look. So let's see what those numbers look like in our upgraded resume. Whoa, look at this, incredible, much improved. And once again, on the psychology front, seeing numbers in your resume makes the person reading it trust you more because they get a sense of your accountability as a professional. And as a bonus, the numbers do an incredible job of showing that you are good at the work that you do. And that is what this is all about, my friends. So now we are rolling. Our resume is already 50 times better than it was before. And by the way, if you want to see some samples of what a 10 out of 10 resume looks like, check out the link down below for my ebook, The Big Book of 10 out of 10 Resumes. Okay, now on to tip 3. Here we go. And this one is the game changer I told you about. So, under your name, or next to your name, depending how your resume is laid out, we are gonna add 2 professional titles that are going to be 2 to 3 words each. Here's what that looks like. These titles immediately tell the hiring manager exactly what we're all about at a glance. And that is critical when we're going through these quick scans that they're giving our resumes. Now this part does take a little bit of thought, but I do have a strategy you can use. Let me walk you through exactly how to write your own professional titles for the top of your resume. So just to get your brain started on what a title could be, here are a few examples that I put together. These all fit into a formula that I've developed that you can use super easily. So I'm going to walk you through the 3 different ways we can pick out what our professional title is so that you can easily write your own. So we've got 3 options for crafting our professional title. Most of us are going to be living and working in option number 3, but just so you know your options, here's number 1 and number 2. So number 1, if you have a super impressive job title as your actual job title, throw that in there. We want to lean into that. Option 2, if you can use the job title of the job you're applying to and it will make sense as a professional title for you, you can also throw that in your professional title. And what I mean by if it makes sense, well, if you're applying to a project manager job and one thing you do in your current job is manage projects, it's totally okay to call yourself a project manager in that professional title. Now, option 3, which again is probably most of us, we are gonna craft our own professional titles that make sense, but also make us super appealing to the jobs that we're applying to. Here's how you do that. So when we're building our own titles, we're gonna use the structure discipline plus descriptor. So global logistics is our discipline, descriptor, we are a specialist. Or we'll flip those around, descriptor, and then our discipline, seasoned sales executive. Simple as that. Here's that list of examples again. As you can see, all of these fall under those 2 categories, discipline plus descriptor or descriptor plus discipline. Simple and easy. And you only need 1 or 2 of these on your resume to make it absolutely amazing. Now, if you don't want to write yourself professional titles because it's too hard, listen to this. There are 2 huge benefits to these titles. Number 1, it will instantly answer the employer's number 1 question, who the heck is this person? And this is very comforting to them, and it's gonna buy us a lot more of their attention to get them to read the rest of the resume. And number two, this will psychologically color everything the hiring manager reads throughout the rest of our resume under the light of a person who falls under these titles. If we call ourselves a project manager at the top of the resume, everything we do is going to feel to them like something a project manager did. So in just a couple of minutes work and only a few words of writing, we went from this to this. And when we only have 5 seconds to catch the reader's attention, these titles, this bold, and those numbers are gonna make a world of difference. This is gonna make us 100 times more noticeable. And it's going to lead to more interviews and more job offers. Now, don't forget to subscribe because I am always handing out random free resume reviews to subscribers. Check out those templates and ebooks I mentioned in my description down below. And also, do not hesitate to check out my other videos on resume writing, job searching, interview coaching, everything you need to land a job you love.